All right, hey guys, my name is Deji. I'm a process and systems engineer at one of the 3 credit reporting agencies. I'm also a real estate investor in the local Atlanta, Georgia area. And the most important thing that has enabled me to chase my dream in real estate is no doubt credit. So I've decided that I wanted to put out content and share some of my experiences and learnings with credit and how I've been able to start to chase my dream and start to build wealth with real estate as well. So if you have similar interests, follow my Instagram, follow my YouTube, subscribe, because I'm about to be putting out some more information on business credit, on real estate specifically. So follow me and let's get it, man. I'm gonna go over 5 ways that you can establish your credit without any prior history. But before I begin, I just want to quickly put out a quick disclaimer that I am not giving legal advice or credit advice on behalf of the companies that I work for. In fact, I have not even disclosed that information. So just wanted to put that out there. Another thing that I wanted to make sure that everybody understands or everybody knows is that in order for you to be given a credit score, a FICO score, for example, you need at least one company, one creditor, one vendor, at least, that reports your monthly activity to the 3 credit reporting agencies: your TransUnion, your Equifax, your Experian. Because if they don't do that, it doesn't matter how often you pay in full or on time, it's not gonna matter. So they have to report it for at least 6 months in order for you to be given a credit score. All right, so the first way that you can start to establish credit without any prior history is by becoming an authorized user on somebody else's account, right? Let's say a close family, a relative, a loved one, if they already have an established account, if you become an authorized user on their account, you will start to have some credit history, therefore be given a credit score. The good thing about this method is that you do not assume any of the risk, right? You are not legally obligated to make any of the payments on that account. You're only, you only reap the fruits of the person's labor because you're given access to that line of credit as well. So I would recommend this for a lot of people who have little sisters, little brothers, and you want to help them out, or if you're young and you want to start to build your credit, you want to start to do things, then ask your mom, ask your dad if they have good credit, or if they have a line of credit that they're paying regularly, then you want to become an authorized user so that you can start to establish your own credit as well. All right, the second way that you can start to establish your credit is by applying for a credit builder loan. Essentially what this is it's a loan in which you're making payments against funds or money before you're given access to them, right? So let's say you go to a credit union, which usually offers these kinds of loans, or a lot of your major banks offer these as well. You can go to them, apply for it. They'll probably give you like $500 or $1,000 to get started with. And what happens is you don't have access to that fund or to those funds until you finish making those payments, right? So let's say you make those payments for $500, for example, in 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, whatever. After you're done, you'll be given access to those funds, and then you would have also created some credit history for you in the process. All right, the third way that you can establish your credit is by, getting a secured loan. What it is essentially is it's a loan in which you are making a forward down payment, and then you're making monthly payments against that down payment, right? So the down payment that you make up front is known as collateral to the bank. It could be like $500, for example. You go to the bank, give them $500. Credit unions, local banks offer these types of loans. You give them the $500, for example. You make payments against the $500. Once you're done making payments of the $500, then you will be given access to $500 worth of credit limit, for example. And it's a really cool way to start to build your credit, especially if you have no credit, because banks aren't assuming any risk. You're putting your money where your mouth is, and you're getting that shit done. Fourth way that you can establish your credit is by getting a cosigner on your account or on your loan. If you have a loved one or a close relative who has good credit, who makes monthly payments in time, who doesn't default on payment, you can ask them to be a cosigner on your account. It's important, however, to note that if you're not able to pay, if you default on any payments, for example, meaning if you miss any payments, your cosigner is equally responsible to make those payments. So if you're a cosigner, you want to understand that as well before you cosign on anything, because you don't want to be a cosigner on somebody's account and get screwed up. So Just FYI. All right, the last way that I'm gonna go over in this video is by rendering the services of a rent reporting company. Yes, there's companies out there that will literally take your monthly payment and make sure that it's reported on your credit. What that does is it helps your credit score, especially if you make monthly payments in time, right? Sadly enough, a lot of people don't know about this, but it's one of the easiest ways to establish credit. You know, there's companies out there, one, for example, Credit Karma, the other one, Rent Track. And the cool thing about these companies is they can actually report up to 2 years prior worth of credit, of monthly payments on your credit. So if you've been paying rent for the past 2-3 years, you can get up to 2 years reported on your credit. And the cool thing about this is that one of the major factors that influence your credit score is the length of credit, or the length of time in which your line of credit has been open for, right? So if they're able to go back and get some of your monthly payments reported for you, it's a plus, and that should help your credit. All right, that's it, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. I hope you really learned something, and if you haven't, I hope you've at least been positively motivated or inspired to start to take the necessary steps to build your own credit, because credit is truly the foundation for a lot of the cool shit out there, man. A lot of the stuff people want to do, you know, whether you're interested in dancing, you want to open up a dance school, whether you love food so much you want to open up a fucking Chick-fil-A or a Subway, whether you want to open up a club, doesn't matter, man. Credit is the foundation. Get your credit right, get your mind right, and all that shit is gonna be tight. You know, so I'm gonna be sharing a lot of my experiences in credit and in real estate specifically, because real estate is my passion and that's what I've been doing. And I hope that there's people out there that's like-minded who can share some of their experiences with me as well, possibly do some deals, make some money in Atlanta, or or outside Atlanta in the near future. Or I wish, and I also wish that it can help somebody out there who has a similar passion, similar dream, to maneuver some of my mistakes and to learn from them as well. So, like I said before, follow me down here on Instagram, follow my YouTube, man. I'm about to be sharing a lot of information with you guys, man, so let's get it.